Assalamu alaikum, my dear students of class 6. I think you all are great by the grace of Almighty Allah. At first, I would like to introduce myself. I am Muhammad Mamunur Rahman, assistant teacher in English, Madhupur Shoreshriti Higher Secondary School, Madhupur, Tangail. I think, my dear students, you already have faced 2 or 3 classes in English. So it's our, I think, third class. Well, in this class, I would like to discuss something about parts of speech. So, my dear students, get ready with your pen and paper, and I think you are ready. So, let's start our today's discussion. My dear students, please look at the display. I am going to show you something. At first, I would like to congratulate you to be a part or to be a student of these institutions. So, please welcome my dear students in this online presentation. I think you can see on the display that 2 pictures. So, what do you see in the pictures, my dear students? I think you can see in the display 2 pictures. The first picture is about a human body, that is parts of body. Parts of body, we know in human bodies we have eye, mouth, head, hair, tongue, hand and foot. And in the second sentence you can see the map of Bangladesh. And in this map, we can see that 8 divisions or 8 parts of our country. And what can we learn from this slide, my dear students? We can learn that everything has some parts. Everything has some parts. So, what about sentence? I have a book. We can see here a sentence, I have a book. My dear students, I think you know to form a sentence, it is very much important to gather some words or to have some words or to arrange some words. Well, to be a sentence, the first thing is you have to arrange some words. And in this slide, we can see a sentence, I have a book. How many parts of this sentence? 1, 2, 3 and 4 parts. That is, I have a book. We can see 4 parts of sentence. So everything, I think you can see that our today's topic. Can you guess, my dear students, about our today's topic? Yes, our today's topic is parts of speech for the students of class 6 English second paper. So my dear students, I think you are ready. So let's start our class. Well, what is the learning outcomes today? After completing the lesson, you will be able to learn what is parts of speech, and you will be able to identify the kinds of parts of speech. My dear students, first of all, before going through our main lesson, it is very much important to know something about parts of speech. So let's see what the display says about it. The display says that the words which are used instead of used in a sentence, the words which are used in a sentence are called parts of speech. So, my dear students, I have already mentioned that to be a sentence, at first you have to arrange some words, and every words of a sentence is called parts of speech. Every words of a sentence is called parts of speech. Now come to the point of kinds of parts of speech. You know, there are 8 parts of speech are there in English grammar. We have 8 parts of speech in English grammar. They are, first of all, noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and the last one is interjection. I am repeating, my dear students, please note it. The first one is noun, and then pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. So, first of all, I am going to discuss something about noun. So, what is noun? Noun is a naming word. My dear students, please be careful and listen to me carefully. Noun is a naming word. The name of a person, the name of a place, the name of a thing, or the name of some ideas is called noun. So, my dear students, noun is a naming word, and we call a person, we call a thing, we call a place, or we call anything by its noun, and by its name, and every name is called noun. Examples: cat, I think the name of a animals, that is cat, and fireman, name of a person, house and pencil, name of a thing, and Chicago, name of a place. All the things mentioned here are called noun. I think you have some idea about noun. I think you can also understood the lesson. So I am recapping, that is, noun is a naming word, and every word of a sentence, or every word of a sentence is called parts of speech, you know that, and noun is one of parts of speech, and noun is a word which indicates the name of a person, thing, place, or any idea. So let's see about our pronoun. Pronoun is a word, or pronoun is one kind of parts of speech. Pronoun is also one kind of parts of speech which is used in place of a noun, which is used in place of a noun. That is, the word which is used to indicate a noun, or the word which is used in place or noun or instead of a noun is called pronoun. My dear students, I am suggesting you to write 2 sentences in your paper. So the first sentence is, Rana is a good student. Please write down, my dear students. Rana is a good student. Rana is a good student. Full stop. And the second sentence is, he goes to school regularly. He goes to school regularly. The first sentence was, Rana is a good student, and the second sentence is, he goes to school regularly. I think you have written the sentences. So the first sentence is talking about Rana. The first sentence is talking about Rana, and the second sentence also talking about Rana. But in the second sentence, we haven't used the name Rana. For avoiding repetition, we have used he instead of or in place of Rana. Instead of or in place of Rana, we have used in the second sentence he, which indicating Rana, which is indicating Rana. So he is indicating Rana, and he refers or he indicates the name of the person, that is Rana. So what can we learn from this? And he is a pronoun. So the pronoun is the word which is used instead of a noun, or which is used in place of a noun, or which is used for indicating a noun is called a pronoun. Here he is a pronoun. I think you can understand, and some more examples you can see in the display, that is he, she, it, they, you, and we. All the words or all the things mentioned here is called pronoun. I think you can understand the topic. So now come to the point of our next one, that is adjective. So what is adjective? Adjective, a word used to modify or describe a noun. That is the word which tells us something about a noun or something about the subject is called adjective. For example, happy, sad, green, short, tall, fat, and hairy. All the words mentioned here is called adjective. So what is adjective? The word which tells something about the noun or about the subject is called adjective. The word which tells something about the noun or about the subject is called adjective. So my dear students, verb. What is verb? It is very much important to know about verb, because it is very much important and one of the most important items of parts of speech. You will have to use this type of verb, these parts of speech, in every sphere or all through your student's life. So please listen to me carefully, my dear students, and pay attention. So the definition, first of all, what is verb? A word that tells has what someone or something does. What someone or something does. An action. In a word we can say verb is an action word. Verb is an action word which signifies an action. That is the word which indicates or which denotes being, having, doing or action. Being, having, doing or action in any form is called verb. In a word you can say the word which indicates action, which expresses action is called a verb. For example, sit, laugh, jump, all the words mentioned here is the finest example of a verb. So I think you can understand the matter. So let us discuss about the adverb. My dear students, an adverb can be added to a verb to modify its meaning. To modify its meaning can also modify adjectives and other adverbs. That is, an adverb can modify every part of a speech except noun or pronoun. An adverb can modify all parts of speech except noun or pronoun. And again you can see in the display that is, it tells us when, where, how, what, or in what manner or what to extent an action is performed. It tells us when, where, how, in what manner or to what extent an action is performed. And in most cases this type of parts of speech, that is adverb, ends with ly, but not always. In most cases it ends with ly. So examples are cheerfully, briskly, wickedly, delicately, fast, never, now, very. All the things are called adverb, which modifies every part of speech except noun or pronoun. I think you can understand the matter. Now come to the point of preposition. It is also very much important to know because you will have to use this type of parts of speech in all spheres of your student life. So my dear students, what is the definition of preposition? Preposition is a word placed before a noun or pronoun. So preposition is a word placed before a noun or pronoun to show its location or direction. To show its location or direction. And another criteria is it may also show a noun or pronoun's relationships to some other words in the sentence. So in a word, in a sentence, we can say that preposition is such type of parts of speech which is placed before a noun or pronoun to show the relation of that noun and pronoun to any other words of the sentence. So preposition is one kind of part of speech which takes place before a noun or pronoun. And what is the purpose of taking place before the noun or pronoun? The purpose is it shows the relation of that noun and pronoun to any other words of the sentence. I think you can understand the definition of preposition. So let's see some examples. Here you can see some examples of preposition, that is to, with, against, by, from, at, for, across and in. So I think you can understand. Now come to the point of conjunction. It is also very much important, my dear students. The definition of conjunction is a word used to connect. Words, phrases and clauses. Words, phrases and clauses. So conjunction is such type of a word or such type of parts of speech which connects two words or two sentence or two phrase or clause. For example, and, but or because are the most commonly used conjunctions. So here are some examples of conjunction which is very much common, that is and, but or and, because. So what is the last parts of speech? The last parts of speech is interjection. So what is the definition of interjection, my dear students? Interjection is a word that express strong or sudden feelings. That express strong and sudden feeling, which express strong or sudden feelings, and it is followed by a punctuation mark, that is note of interrogation, note of exclamation. note of exclamation. You have to use note of exclamation at the end of interjection. So what is the example of this type of parts of speech are oh dear, my goodness, wow, yes or no. Such type of words is called interjection. I think you have understood the lesson, so I will suggest you a homework. I am giving you a homework, my dear students. The homework is, I will give you some sentence and you have to write down each word of the sentence. You have to find out, you have to point out, or you have to write down the parts of speech of each words of the sentence. So the sentence is the little. Number one is the little dog ran. My dear students, the little dog ran. The number two is, oh, you scared me. Oh, you scared me. And the number three is, the snow fell softly. The snow fell softly. Number four is, the house was red and small. And the last one is, Pet and Joe quickly raked the leaves. My dear students, you have the opportunity to pause the video and write down the sentences. So I am suggesting you to write down those sentences in your paper and mark every word of these sentences and identify the every parts of speech of every words of the sentences. So that's all today, my dear students. Please read carefully at your home with your family members, and you can help with your family members so that you can be a good student, my dear students. So that's all today. Assalamu alaikum.